is a problem worldwide. As demand grows during lockdown, grocery store deliveries services are struggling to keep up. Joe Sanders, Western Journal W&D reports. We know that the coronavirus lockdowns in places and countries worldwide, that's where delivery services are learning their limits. From hard-time cities in US, such as New York and Los Angeles, to China and the UK, where the coronavirus first struck in China, of course, delivery services are facing unprecedented demands and they're struggling to keep up with their spotlighting and just how much. Even in the internet age, the basic abilities to meet the need of daily living require traditional bricks and mortar outlets for food and other necessities. And how much actual workers, people who actually move the products that keep the wheels of commerce turning, truly matter. In the US, the evidence started becoming clear shortly after the scale of the coronavirus crisis. After panic buying left store shelves stripped of staples like pasta, canned goods, and toilet paper, many shoppers found online grocery delivery slots almost impossible to come to, according to the Associated Press. And now deliveries that once would have been accomplished in a matter of hours can leave customers waiting for days. That's logical. The situation is similar on the West Coast. According to KCAL reports from Los Angeles, Amazon Fresh was one of the multiple delivery services without any delivery windows this week. Instacart provided shoppers a 6-day window on when they might receive their orders and said because demand was so high, orders would be taken when a shopper was available. In Britain, the online-only supermarket Ocado has been so swamped with even long-time customers that have found themselves unable to get deliveries for weeks. AP reports the coronavirus crisis is giving the e-commerce industry a boost, but troubles at Ocado and other online grocers highlight how hard it is for the industry to quickly scale up on delivery time. In China, where the crisis has been going on the longest and was no doubt worsened by its communist government's lying, the e-commerce giant Alibaba has been recruiting laid-off restaurant workers to help fill the surging demand caused by customers caught in lockdown. And all of that should be giving Americans and citizens of other countries a renewed appreciation for the workers who actually make the economy run, not orders handed down by government. And while millions of Americans have found it possible to work from home, a laptop and internet service does not mean there's food on the table. No matter how smart a smartphone is, it can't get a meal delivered if there is not a flesh and blood human being willing to bring it to you, being paid enough and to brave the outside world to make an honest living. The fact that the delivery business is struggling around the world is not due to lack of demand. In a lockdown world, the demand is everywhere. It's the available employees that's the problem. And while many segments of the U.S. economy have seen massive layoffs and unemployment in the coronavirus pandemic, it's a different story when it comes to delivering basic goods and services. As Kiplinger wrote, employment categories currently seeing a surge in hiring include grocery stores, food delivery services, package delivery drivers, freight trucking, cleaning services, call centers, e-commerce, warehouse, logistics, nursing homes, manufacturers of popular shelf-stable food products, pharmacies, and even security services. So in a wireless world, dependence on technology has become part of our human existence. But if coronavirus crisis teaches us anything, it's that when push comes to shove, it's real-life people that make the whole thing turn. And when this whole thing passes, all the government-worshipping liberals and sheltered-in-place working-from-home white-collar workers in the world ought to keep that lesson very much in mind. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.